Similar exercise here. The question is, what are these two species of flowers? Which one is native and is it better for pollinators? So on the left with the orange flower, that's butterfly milkweed, Asclepias tuberosa. And on the right, those are zinnias, which are common cut flower that work great in an annual cut flower garden. The chemical content of the pollen and nectar that these plants produce is very similar. So in that sense, there are a number of generalist pollinators that use plants from many different geographic origins. So of course, there will be a lot of pollinators on the zinnias, even though they're a non-native plant. Where natives really come in is with the specialist pollinators that have developed associations with native plants like butterfly milkweed over millions of years, where their mouthparts correspond to the floral structure of the native plant, and they are specialized to them. They're not able to be a generalist and get pollen and nectar from many different plants. They have very specific relationships with native plants. Butterfly milkweed is one of the top species in Alabama for supporting specialist pollinators. Let's go through a few of our showiest, most foolproof natives for the home ornamental landscape right at the top here before we get into more of the ecology. First is Golden Alexander. This is a spring blooming flower in the carrot family that can tolerate some shade. It will slowly spread to form a patch over the course of a few years. We have several attractive Monarda species in Alabama, such as Monarda fistulosa, also called wild bergamot, which is pictured here. Lemon bee balm, Monarda citriodora also works well, as does Monarda bradburyana, which is a smaller bee balm if you want something shorter. The red bee balm, which is common in the horticultural trade, Monarda didyma, is native to the eastern U.S., but there are not natural populations in Alabama, and it's a bit too hot here for it. Mountain mints are pollinator powerhouses and can also be used in cut flower arrangements. Some mountain mints spread more quickly in the landscape than others. Also be aware that their small seeds need light to germinate, so don't bury them. When designing a landscape, we often need to put more effort into picking out our late summer and fall flowers. Cardinal flower is a striking late summer bloomer. Great blue lobelia, Lobelia syphilitica, also works well and is an Alabama native. This is another great fall bloomer, blue mist flower. This one will spread quickly in the landscape, so don't plant it if you need it to be stagnant. Pair it with other fast movers like the fall blooming sunflowers and goldenrods. Here are some additional native perennial flowers that work well in Alabama, especially for the north and central parts of the state. Always consider your soil type, light availability, and how tall you want the plant to be. Match slow spreaders with slow spreaders, and group fast movers with fast movers in the landscape. Here's a few more. Consider designing the native landscape with overlapping bloom times, starting with spring woodland bloomers like bloodroot and ending with fall asters like calico aster.